When COVID hit, they didn't save us. They used us. Stimulus checks. Enhanced unemployment. Zero interest rates. Trillions authorized under the CARES Act. Endless liquidity pumped in by the Federal Reserve. They called it relief. But it was a bailout, and we were the delivery system. The setup. You can't openly hand trillions to corporations without public outrage. So instead, the government ran the money through us. They deposited cash into our accounts knowing exactly what would happen next. People under stress don't hoard, they spend. Rent, food, bills, online shopping, home upgrades. Every dollar flowed upward into corporate revenue streams. We weren't the priority. We were the pipeline. The economy didn't stabilize because of some invisible miracle. It stabilized because citizens were turned into economic shock absorbers. Our consumption carried corporate balance sheets through a global crisis. And we were told to be grateful. The psychological manipulation. It wasn't just economics. It was psychology. Give people money during fear and uncertainty, and they will cling to a sense of normalcy by spending. The government understood that. The financial system depended on it. Liquidity flooded the system. Asset prices rebounded. Stocks soared. Companies recovered faster than ordinary households ever did. Then came inflation. Suddenly groceries cost more. Rent jumped. Gas surged. Corporations blamed supply chains. The government blamed global instability. But trillions of dollars had just been injected into circulation. They engineered a spending surge, then acted surprised when prices exploded. And who paid for that explosion? Not the institutions that designed it. Us. First incentivized, then punished. First they encouraged spending. Then they punished borrowing. Interest rates shot up. Mortgage rates doubled. Credit card APRs climbed. The same system that handed out checks turned around and squeezed households to cool demand. Demand they had deliberately created. We became the adjustable variable. When the economy needed stimulation, they flooded us with cash. When inflation rose, they tightened conditions and let our purchasing power shrink. Corporations adjusted prices. We adjusted lifestyles. The real middlemen. By 2026, the long-term damage is still visible. Savings eroded. Debt levels climbed. Housing affordability collapsed for many first-time buyers. The cost of basic living never truly reset. But major corporations? They survived. Many expanded. Markets recovered. Executive compensation continued. The system protected itself. Through us. We were the middle layer, absorbing inflation, absorbing rate hikes, absorbing volatility. The public narrative framed it as shared sacrifice. In reality, it was asymmetric protection. The structure of power remained untouched. Financial illiteracy is convenient. Here's the part that makes it worse: most people didn't understand what was happening. Schools don't teach how monetary expansion works. They don't teach how stimulus drives asset bubbles. They don't teach how inflation quietly redistributes wealth. If more citizens understood how money creation, credit cycles, and policy incentives actually function, the reaction might have been different. Instead, people thought the checks were gifts. They were tools. And we were the tools using them. Money is control. We're told money equals freedom. But during COVID, money became behavioral leverage. Spend to save the economy. Borrow while rates are low. Tighten up when inflation hits. The instructions changed, but the pressure always landed on the same group. The average citizen. This wasn't chaos. It wasn't accidental. It was a system preserving itself in the most efficient way possible by turning the population into economic stabilizers. We weren't rescued. We were mobilized. And most of us didn't even realize we were part of the machinery until the bill came due.